focus, come on. All right, I'm in focus. Hey, what's up guys, this is Marco. So today I wanna show you the reasons I bought a battery grip for my Sony a6300. They also sell battery grips for the a6000 and the 6500. So if you have those cameras, this will work too. All right, so if you're on the fence whether you need something like this, maybe this video might convince you, or it might convince you otherwise that maybe you don't need it. So let's start off with the first reason I bought this thing, and the most important reason I bought it was because I needed this camera to look more professional, to look bulkier. Whenever I showed up at a wedding or corporate shoots, and I just showed up with, like, let's say I take off the battery grip. Takes a while. This camera looks very small and it looks like a point and shoot. It doesn't look like it's something major, right? It does incredible 4K video footage, but it just doesn't look like it, right? Because it's a small camera. It looks like you're gonna snap some photos of people. So I decided, well, I was feeling insecure about the size. Is like, they're gonna think I'm not a professional, and I want to give the impression that I am a professional. I know what I'm doing. And so adding something like this just makes it look like you're shooting with a Canon 1DX Mark II. Well, not really, but I guess the perception is that if you have a bulkier camera, you're a better videographer, you're more of a professional. So if you're trying to add some bulk to this camera to make it seem more expensive or something more professional, then you might want to add this. So that is the number one reason I bought it. Now, the second reason I bought this thing was because I wanted to extend the battery life on my camera. Now, when you're shooting a wedding, you run through these things very quickly. Especially if you're buying third-party branded batteries, they just eat through those things like nothing. So make sure to buy Sony batteries, and those will last you longer. So yeah, it's like I was tired of having to switch my batteries, and with this housing, you can take this out and you put in 2 batteries, and it extends the battery life on your camera by 2-fold, right? And I think the way it works is, first, it uses this battery, it drains this battery, and then it moves on to the second one. So it's not like it's draining both batteries at the same time. So if you're wondering, I think that's how it works. It's very easy. You put the batteries in here, snap it in, and you're ready to go. The third reason I bought this battery grip was because I wanted to prevent the camera from overheating. Now, here's a problem with Sony cameras that tend to overheat when you're shooting for long periods of time, like weddings again. Especially Catholic ceremonies, they're 1 hour long, and this thing has heated up on me. Also, when I've done corporate events, the room tends to get really hot and this thing overheats. So when you remove the battery from inside the camera, which is one of the major problems, the reasons why it overheats, and you put the battery externally, how do you say that? Externally, then it doesn't tend to overheat as fast. I'm getting tongue twisted. So that's another good reason why you might want this if you're doing, again, client shoots. Lastly, you might want to get this battery grip because it gives you a better grip on your camera, right? That's the purpose of it. These cameras are small, so it's very hard to grip. If you do photography, there's a shutter release button here they can just click on, and it just makes it easier, right? But I also like it personally when I'm having to switch this camera from a tripod or monopod or a slider. It's easier to get a hold of it. When you have this little small body, it feels like it's gonna slip from your hands. So it's nice to have this extra grip, and you can basically move with it much faster. It also comes with this shutter release control, which is nice if you're like taking photos, but really I don't really use this because I have other controls that I like. But it's nice to have. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. This is made by Mikey. I'll have links in the description to this particular one. I think there's also some from Newer makes some. Yeah, so overall, a great buy for what I spent, and it's invaluable to look more like a professional if you're doing any type of client work. All right, guys, so hopefully this helps you out. Please let me know down in the comment section if you have any questions. If you want to see more of this content, please let me know down below. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll catch you on the next one.